Here's a quick test, being cringingly authentic. Here I am. Hello. I'm just going to do a quick test here to test the audio, the equipment, the setup, if you can hear different sounds. Yeah. It's just a test. So I'm going to just be doing my thing, trying not to have these pauses in between. I know when I've documented the voice notes, I'm able to, if my screen's still on, able to pause and then collect my thoughts and then reinitiate again. And you can tell sometimes that my voice changes because, some trains of thoughts just leave that station and I'm not able to get back on it. So forgive all the pauses. That's why editing is good. But the whole point is that I am unedited. I am authentic, or as close to authentic as we allow ourselves to be. And that's okay. This is about discovering a relationship in your mind, in your emotions, of your ego. And that relationship has a lot to do with feeling awkward and insecure and self-conscious, right? You want to cover yourself up. You want to present that you've got your shit together and that you're sane. And no one in a sane mind would record any kind of live stuff or expose themselves in an embarrassing way, or potentially so that, I know it's not live, but that's the extreme version. That's completely like, you can't falsify anything, and it's there recorded. And I might lean into that later, but this is scary enough for me. This is very, very scary. Showing my face and going down the pipeline of being recognized. And I don't like that. I don't want that yet. It's in line with what people want. And what people want is to see things and to see videos rather than just hear an audio note. So audiobooks are, made to be passively listened to. And then when it gets to a real juicy bit, you then tune in and you drop everything and you listen, and then you're actively present. And then you have your imagination creating all the mental imagery for you. And that's great. And so it's useful for a busy individual. Watching a video, it takes a lot of time. That's why you have all these very, very, very short form videos. And they're all targeted towards what's giving people the biggest hit of happy chemicals. So they just choose those bits and then they'll push them out in social media as little clips. So then where does that stand in terms of long form video? If it's meant to be for clips, but it's in long form, then do I just keep rolling and then publish the whole thing? I mean, it's not very wide, the aspect ratio that I'm shooting in. I'm shooting for social. So I'm already thinking the edit. So then does that mean that I have to shoot landscape, everything in 4K in order to crop that down? I don't want the file sizes to be that huge. And I don't want the extra editing process. I want to just capture the long form in portrait for social. And so then I will hopefully be able to just publish the long form in portrait format. Where? And who's going to watch long form in portrait? Maybe people would. I mean, you watch YouTube videos and they're all landscape. The thing is, if you were brought over from socials, which is portrait, and then you get onto YouTube where the long version lives, and you just want to watch that, you're going to be used to just setting your phone up in portrait mode. As you can see, this is my first time recording myself, and it's cold, I'm nervous, I'm awkward, and that's perfect because the moment is authentic and every moment is just what it is. And you get to hear my ramblings. Right, in terms of mic position, I have already changed it. I think at the beginning, I'm probably gonna be unaware of when I like zone out or zone in. I don't remember the terminology. When I just get into my head and into my thoughts, and I let that imagination and let that inspiration just stay there in my imagination, and then I create lots of thoughts and I create lots of storylines. And if I'm now conscious that I'm having to be visually active and animated, then how does that affect my ability to really picture things? So we'll see how that is. I mean, currently it's just been a one long shot, 6 minutes now, and I'm very self-conscious. Whoa! And I think the more I laugh, the more I lean into it, the more genuine I'll be on camera and in the presence of potentially other people. I still live in a house share, and so my housemates are going to be coming in and out, and they're going to be part of the background, part of life, part of what is. And the process here in my ego, in my mind, is if I was to, I know right now I have privacy, but the moment that someone else enters this space and I realize, oh, I am being very awkward, I'm being very authentic, but I want to hide that from people. I still want to hide that. Why? I mean, there's an arguable, logical argument where, okay, before I get into this, I should check my audio to see if any of this was actually recorded, because otherwise, what's the point? But what's the point of anything, eh?